It's 11:50 in the middle of a school day, and I'm in my ELA class. I walk in a little bit late, and I see everyone getting ready for a test. A test that I didn't study for. Everyone's like clearing their desks, everyone's getting out their pencils, everyone's saying their prayers before they start the quiz. I quickly walk over to my seat. I sit down and I kind of jokingly out loud say, "Oh, there's a test today? Oh, I didn't study for that." And everyone's like, "Ha ha ha ha." But I notice my teacher gets a sort of devilish look on her face, like she's plotting something. Like she's plotting something against me. I saw the look on her face and it looked like she was preying on my downfall. So the test gets passed out. I look at the first question and it's not that bad. I didn't study for the test and the test was really easy. It was doable. I'm answering the questions, and I get to the end and I realize, oh shit, I have like 5 minutes to spare. And the teacher was constantly like screaming, "Eyes on your own paper, eyes on your own paper," which is pretty much impossible to solve because we were all sitting right next to each other, right? It was like a 4-person table and we were all sitting really close to each other. So the eyes on your own paper doesn't really work here, right? So as a joke, I kind of obviously look at the person sitting next to me and she's like starts like, "Oh my god, stop," and she tries to cover the paper, and I whisper back like in a quiet soft whisper like, "Yo, chill, keep it low," as if like I was trying to cheat off of her and she was about to snitch, but as a joke though. Then the teacher out of nowhere just comes in, grabs my test paper that I already finished, rips it in half in front of the entire classroom and says, "You just talked, you're getting a 0. And I'm like, what the fuck? Okay. But that wasn't even the worst part. The worst part was that she ripped that shit in front of everyone. Literally in front of everyone. In front of the huz, in front of the boys, in front of like the whole entire classroom. And then she told me, "You need to come outside." I was like, okay. And then in the hallway where there were still students, because it wasn't that late into the period, there were still students walking around, she called my mom in front of everyone. And the students who were walking by were like giving me like side eyes. It was so awkward, like calling my mom after I was whispering during a test. When I asked her what did I do, she said, "You were talking during the test." And I was like, "But I wasn't cheating, was I?" And she said, "No, you weren't cheating." Like, she consciously acknowledged that I wasn't cheating, and she just ripped up my test, literally just tore the paper. Like, she took it up and tore that shit in front of everyone. Okay, I lost some aura points, whatever, right? But that's not even the worst fucking part. The worst part was afterwards, the aftermath. The girl that I was whispering to as a joke also got her test failed. And so she was like on the verge of tears. She went to the bathroom and I'm pretty sure she was like bawling her eyes out. Like, that's how fucking embarrassing it was, basically. Like, a girl who wasn't even at fault, I was the one who was talking, was bawling her eyes out in the bathroom. Like, that is so embarrassing, right? But the worst part of it was the aftermath, because I got so much fucking publicity that I did not want. Like, "Yo, what happened, bro? Why was she on you?" And I had to like explain to everyone, like, "Bro, she's like a bitch, bro. She was on my dick." And like, bro, that's fucking publicity that I don't want. Like, I'm gonna be so for real. She was like so embarrassingly public that she ripped the fucking paper in half in front of the whole classroom. So 30 students saw her grab the paper, rip that shit in half, and then like 8 kids who I knew personally saw her explaining to my mom that I was talking during the test and that's why I failed. That is so embarrassing. And then everyone was on me like, "Yo, what happened, bro? Like, shut the fuck up, please. Leave me the fuck alone. I don't give a shit about this shit. Like, leave me alone." But they wouldn't fucking leave me alone. They were on me like, "Yo, what happened, bro? Dude, that was crazy." Like, and I had to like maintain this facade of social acceptance where I would be like, "Yeah, bro, she was on me. Like, leave me the fuck alone. Leave me the fuck alone. Leave me the fuck alone." But they wouldn't fucking leave me alone. So then the voice in my fucking head started praying that A, the teacher died, and then everyone who fucking knew about the incident died. Like, I wish they would just shut the fuck up and just ignore this shit. But no, they had to fucking come to my face and give me unnecessary fucking publicity that I didn't fucking want, right? So now at this point, I want everyone who knows about the incident fucking dead, right? I want everyone who saw the teacher rip up my paper in front of everyone dead. I want everyone who saw the teacher explaining to my mom why I failed the test on a phone call on speaker with me present. I want everyone who saw that die. I want everyone who saw the teacher rip up the paper die. And I want everyone who heard about the incident also dead. And at this point, bro, the voice in my fucking head was wishing so many death threats. Like, it was insane. Like, I was thinking about, like, I found myself praying that the teacher who ripped up my paper would get hit by a car and die. I wanted everyone fucking dead after that publicity. Like, the fact that I got so much fucking publicity. Because here's the thing, right? Like, I always just sit in the back. No one ever fucking talks to me. But now, like, 8 people were all, like, in a circle, like, yo, what happened? What happened? Like, what'd she do, bro? Bro, was the girl crying for real? Like, and I had to maintain that stupid-ass facade that I maintain in public, where I wish I could just fucking snap my fingers and, like, they would all be dead. Like, that shit would be so heaven. The voice in my head was going crazy at this point. But I knew that killing them was not an option. Them dying is like a felony. I couldn't do that. So I had to do something about the desire of killing them without actually getting a felony. Like, I had to do something about the fucking demons in my head, right? And then I thought of something. They were on me. They were like chatting about me, bro. They were like gossiping about me. Like, I was getting so much unnecessary publicity. I wanted them dead, right? But I can't kill them. That would put me back in the hospital, right? So I thought, why don't I just kill them at the status game of life? Why don't I become so fucking great, so godlike level, that their little gossips, their little opinions just don't fucking matter? What if I get so fucking locked in? What if I grind so hard at life? What if I work super hard at life and I just outcompete all of them to the point where my success just completely overshadows their opinions? I was thinking about how Mark Zuckerberg, someone who gets called a lizard, a robot, like a geek.
Are the allegations true that you're secretly a lizard? I'm gonna have to go with no.
Someone like Mark Zuckerberg does not care about him being called a geek, a nerd, a robot, a lizard, because he's a fucking billionaire. He doesn't care what anyone else thinks because he's rich as fuck. Like, his life is so successful, so other people's opinions just don't matter. Why don't I just get to that point too? So when the school ended and the drama ended, at least verbally, not via text. I know they're still probably fucking chatting about that shit. Like, oh, bro, that was so embarrassing. Like, shut the fuck up. When the school day ended, I went to the gym and did the nastiest leg day I've ever done in my whole entire fucking life. It was the best workout I've ever done. I was filled with so much fucking hatred, so much emotions for the fucking teacher, for the other students who were giving me so much fucking unnecessary attention that forced me to put up a facade. I was filled with so much negative emotion, fucking hatred, desire of everyone's death, that I just fucking killed them figuratively at life. I killed them because I outcompeted them by doing the hardest workout I've ever done, because I know that those fucking bots, those NPCs, those retards, literally those incompetent, unintelligent, social rumor gossiping retards, I outcompeted the fuck out of them, because I know not a single one of those students is hitting legs as hard as me. I know the teacher is gonna go home and cry herself to sleep because she smokes, she's fucking retarded, and she's depressed as shit. I know the classmates who were spreading rumors, who were giving me so much fucking unnecessary publicity, I know their lazy asses aren't getting the fuck up and outcompeting me. I am outcompeting them. I am killing them at life. I am working harder than them, so I will succeed, get so much success to the point where their opinions simply cannot affect me because I'm just so much fucking better than them. That is exactly what I did. I hit the nastiest workout, fucking outcompeted them, and just stopped giving a shit. Literally. All their little gossiping, all their little chatting, their little group chats. Like, now, like, I'm looking at this right now, and I don't give a fuck because my legs are sore as shit. And my legs are fucking bigger than them. My arms are fucking bigger than them. I have abs unlike those fat asses who eat Dunkin' Donuts after school. And now, because I know that I'm better than them, I don't give a shit. I don't care what rumors they spread about me. I don't care what publicity I get because I'm better. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. That feels so fucking good. You need to try this. Every time you feel like someone's chatting about you, every time you feel like there's rumors going around, every time you feel like someone's yapping about you and you just want them dead, I want you to absolutely lock the fuck in. Literally, it might sound cringe as fuck, but here's the thing, right? If we deadass locked in, if we deadass outcompete them to the point where we feel like we are just better than them, if we consistently do that, we will eventually become better than them. We will eventually become better than them, so much so to the point where we become almost like Mark Zuckerberg, who gets called a lizard but doesn't give a fuck because he's rich as shit. We will get to that point if we use that fucking hatred, that desire of everyone's death, and turn that into energy to lock in, and to win. And if we don't use that psychopathic desire to basically kill them at life and become so much better than them to the point where we stop giving a fuck about their shitty ass opinions, we'll probably crash out. We'll probably lash out. This is how people end up being somewhat normal at first, right? This is how people seem kind of normal, seem chill. They're just like, this is how people seem like the chill guy, but then they randomly crash out and then they like, this is how it happens because they don't use those dark desires, those desires to kill, those desires to be better. They don't use that to become better, and so they stay as a failure and they give a shit about other people's opinion and then they crash out. So this almost like psychotic advice of like, take that desire to kill them and use that to lock in so you stop giving a fuck about them. This psychotic advice is actually better for society because you're using those negative emotions that would have caused people to basically die. You use that to make yourself better. You channel that psychotic energy into becoming a better person, not going down as the next Columbine shooters, bro. So take that desire to kill, use that to become so fucking successful to the point where you stop giving a shit. But here's a little issue, right? A lot of us have no idea what the fuck we need to do to actually lock in. Like, we just don't know how to go from being basically a generational failure, a Genshin Impact basement dwelling, parent disappointing little bitch, to being someone who's so successful that you stop caring about someone's opinion. You don't know how to do that. And I'm telling you to lock in. I'm telling you to lock in and become successful, but you're just gonna sit there and not do anything because you don't know what steps, what actions to actually take. And so this advice just never actually works for you because you don't know what to take. And so you still stay a failure. You still stay suicidal. You still stay addicted to video games. You don't lock in. And then you don't get to that ego of Mark Zuckerberg. You don't get to that level of success. And then you still care about what other people think. And then you end up fucking dying, basically. So I need you to join my Discord server. I'll put you on the exact methods to lock in, because through my experiences and through coaching other people who are basically exactly like you, like, you might think your situation is different, but bro, these people were also basically fucking suicidal, right? And I've made them go from being literal failures, complete bitches, to actually locking in, to achieving that ego, that identity of success in 14 days. Obviously, I didn't get them like genuine success in 14 days, but the ego is necessary to actually achieve that. So they're on that path and they know it. So they feel successful, and that's why they don't give a shit about what other people think of them. They don't give a shit that they're actually locking in. They don't give a shit about what other people think because they know they are locked in because they hopped on my method that I put them on. So if you know that you have no idea what to do to actually quote unquote lock in to become successful and to actually eventually stop caring about whatever people think about you, or maybe you do know what actions to take, you do know you need to hit the gym, or you do know you need to like start that business or whatever, but it's just too hard or you're too fucking lazy. Like, I figured out how to deal with that shit because I went through that shit myself. I found basically the method and I tested it and proven it with Kevin, with Abdul, with my bro. They all locked in. They are locked in. And I can make you lock in too. I can make you lock in and achieve that ego of being successful, that identity of success in 14 days, literally in 14 days. That is what I offer basically. I will help you go from being a complete bitch to actually being locked in. So join my Discord server. I'll put you on that method.